Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, sway, crispy, airy. But you know what we're usually here for? It's the linking and the tinging. And obviously I did recently take a trip to Paris, went to see the sights and that. You know what I mean? It's nice and that. Fortunately I didn't get the chance to move to Galadem around there. So it is what it is. The man's back here in the UK after spending a glorious 10 days out there trying all sorts of food and all sorts of desserts, but unfortunately not the women. I couldn't try his desserts. But anyways, moving on still. Baby cakes, you just don't know, no. Let's get on to what we're here for, which is the linking and the tinging. So let's get on to it. Jenny. Jenny is saying, the key to my heart is pub quizzes, pool halls, and a pint of Guinness. Now listen, I'm not really a fan too much of Guinness, you know what I mean? Unless they do it in a punch, then man can obviously be tasted now. You know, the Guinness punch that are out there happening all around in certain shops, obviously the Caribbean shops and that, man will love to try some of that because obviously I've not had the chance and the opportunity to try some good Caribbean punch in a long time. So I would love to try some of that. When the summertime rolls around, best believe I'll be there trying to buy one. You know what I mean? So give me some of that, give me some of that, give me some of that. Guinness punch. But anyways, she's 33, 5'3", and she works in politics. I love it. She'll chew man's ear off and all of that. The yappity yappo stuff. Talking about how she's this and how she supports this person who's a twat in the office and that. I really don't want to be hearing any of that. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, let's move on to more what she's saying. She's giving me travel tips for Mile End. Now, obviously, I've only been to Mile End like once, or a couple of times, and that's in East London, right? So generally haven't been to that area a lot of times. You know, that area is quite jam-packed. It's all over the place. Do you know what I mean? In terms of where there's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? So reminds me a lot of Camden. If you've been Camden, yeah, Camden at night was a madness. Trust me, I went there for some of my boys, and it was madness. During the daytime, looks different. Market stalls all set out on that. At the night, people shooting their arms, everything's happening there. Buff shots and stuff like that was happening. People were getting chased. It was all going down. You know what I mean? Strippers in the corner and that. It was moving mad. But it was what it was. That was my experience of that. It's somewhere where probably I wouldn't want to go back to again. But it is what it is. Says I'm looking for album recommendations. Now, I don't really know too much about albums, obviously, that is currently out. I'm not one of these guys that's into current music of nowadays, so I don't really know what to tell you on those things. Leah saying, so I really don't know. So, yeah, probably would say people like Thames or, you know, those people probably have good albums out. Yeah, that's all generally. I really don't know what to tell you on that one. So let's move on. Fortunately for Jenny, it's going to be a no for me. Doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi. So it's a no. We'll come to Caddy. Her name's actually Caddy, like she's flipping, doing the golf thing and that. But anyways, says I get along best with people who have a sense of humour and ideally some sort of a creative streak. Don't want to toot my own horn, but toot and all that. But anyway, she's 33. She's 5'2". She's a jeweler. Right, doing the Jacob the Jeweler stuff, do you know what I mean? Handing out, you know, jewelry and making it look bling bling and all of that. It's nice. But what more she's saying, all I ask is that you don't vote Conservative and aren't into polyamory. Well, I'm not into both. So, I'm not into politics and I'm not into all that, yeah, relationship of that magnitude and that, you know what I mean? Going around putting holes in ones and that, you know what I mean? Golf sayings. And you see what I did 4-in-1? Way. But anyways, she says a social cause I care about, Palestine. Listen, big up turf, care about free Palestine all day, every day. They need to be free. You know what I mean? What's happening there is a madness. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's move forward. Apart from all that, unfortunately, I don't really want to get to know her on the conservative level or drive her around the caddy. So it's going to be a no to caddy for me. She can't make me her daddy, so it's going to be a no for me. Come to Eri. Eri is saying, let's make sure we're on the same page about the fact that I've lived abroad at the moment. So I hope you're doing okay with FaceTiming and flying. No, allow it. Allow it. If you live in a different country and you've put the settings, you want to check someone from this area when you live in another country, that's madness. It's scandalous, like the Mystique song already. Ding, ding, so scandalous. Ding, ding, ding. I'm not going there. Long distance relationship isn't going to work for me. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be something what's in the present moment and present times. And if it's not present, then there's no point going presently forward with whatever's present there. So that's why I can't give you any presents. I'm not going to give you flowers and that. I should have bought you flowers. It's going to be a no for me on that one. But I still get on to see what more she's saying. Because listen, my mind isn't going to change. But let's see what more she's saying. She's 33, 5'7". She's already taller than me in that. Her head generally reaches the chest area. It's pleasurable activities for her and that. But yeah, and she's an executive assistant. She says, dating me is like thinking you're getting just the pretty face and realizing I'm the homie too. It would have been cool. But as I said, she lives in a different country. So she's already moving mad in those sense where she's saying doing the FaceTime and flying without wings now, like I'm Westlife and that. I'm not flying to go anywhere to meet gal. You know what I mean? We have to be here in this country. I have to get to know you and all of that settings. Because if obviously we aren't in the same country or the same vicinity or the same space, I wouldn't even really date someone that's generally outside of London. Because me, it's too far to go just to link gal, bro. It's mad. People going outside the country to find someone, is it? Nah, man. Like, unless I've decided, oh, do you know what? Man's intention is to move away from London, then cool. You know what I mean? But anyways, she says, don't hate me if I try to get you to open up. I hate shallow conversations. I hear it. But we need to take it slow. Like the John Legend song says, take it slow. Oh, 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 oh. This time we'll take it slow. We need to take it slow. And then we build from that point on. I don't know you like that to be giving you everything of man. Give me everything tonight. I'm not doing that. So it's going to be a no for me on those fronts. It's already a no. So let's just move on. Arian is no. Olivia. She says, all I ask is that you be completely your true self. Yeah, all you got to show who you are. Show them what you got, little mama. Show them what you got, baby. Show them what you got, lady. All of that. She's 28. She's 5'7". She's learning and development assistant. A learning and development assistant. Okay. She's pretty. She's pretty. Again, she's taller than me. Head generally reached the top of the chest area. Pleasurable activity settings for her. Well, unfortunately, I don't know if it is for me. You know what I mean? So she says, let's debate this topic. Are aliens real? Well, I haven't seen proof that they are, so I'm going to say no. Until I see them in person, an independence dating, where they land and then I've seen them and they're trying to bust shot at different places and that, trying to move mad. You know what I mean? Then, okay. But I don't think aliens, if they were real, would generally come here on a peace team. They would want war. They would want to come here and destroy everything in their path. Because they want to take over the world like Pinky and the Brain. That's just what it is. I can't trust for a second that these aliens would want to come here with the intentions of seeing it natural and wanting to be friends and buddies. No. But listen, if an alien come here looking like flipping Megan Good, then, do you know what I mean? Blue or not, do you know what I mean? Man might be taking a trip there and seeing more. Do dabu dee dabu die. Get me on that plane right away. Or the spaceship. Dabu dee dabu die. Dabu dee dabu die. Anyways, this is my favourite line from a film. If I'm a bird, you're a bird. Doing the Nelly Furtado stuff and then, I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. I don't know where my home is. I don't know where my soul is. Baby, all I need for you is I'm like a bird. Yeah. That's mad. But anyways, for Olivia, unfortunately, she's just a bit too tall for me. And generally, I just think she could be probably on a different scale where maybe we're not really going to connect and banter on a level. So it's going to be a no for me. On to Afi. Afi? Whatever. I bet you can't pronounce my name. I said Ify, whatever, Ify, all of that. Like the Eiffel Tower, Ify, all of that. I still got Paris and France in my head, you know what I mean? All of that just came from there. So you know what? Probably still Parisianized at this point in time. So yeah, she's 29, 5'5", senior content manager. She said, you should not go with me if you're sassy. It depends. I think if you start to wind me up and start to keep goading and pushing buttons, then you can get me being probably in that realm where I could be quite, let's say, sassy. You know what I mean? I don't really want to be sassy, but if you start pushing buttons, then it's not going to be like the Nicole Scherzinger and the Pussycat Dolls when I'm loosening up your buttons. No, you know what I mean? I'm pushing your buttons, and I'm pushing your buttons like the Sugar Babe song. Push the but I'm pushing you away from me. You know what I mean? Get away. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So I'm convinced that my husband isn't in London. Well, if you've already thought that, then there's no real need to convince you, is there? So I don't really know more what to tell you. I think it's a no for me. Let's just move on. We come to Danny. Danny say my simple pleasures, spicy margaritas, cooking, witty comebacks, long walks, DIY, karaoke, silent Ubers, and there's just a lot more she's waffling on about. It's too much waffling going on there. It's Captain Birdseye stuff, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hear it with the spicy margaritas. They could taste nice. Working all day, now it's time to meet her. We can go to the bar, sip margaritas and that. You know what I mean? Cooking is good, yes, and all that. I don't like walking too much. You know what I mean? Let's take a bus, let's take a car, let's take the train. You know what I mean? Let's take a plane. You know what I mean? Anything that doesn't involve too much walking. I mean, listen, when I'm exploring, sightseeing places, okay, cool, let's do that. If we're in a different city, in a different town, yeah, I hear it, let's do that. But if we're here, just in London town, why do we need to walk? There's buses, there's trains, there's even a bike. Do you know what I mean? So, she's 31, she's 5'6", she's an associate director. She says, give me travel tips for Chicago. Well, I don't know what to tell you again because I've never been there, so I don't know what to tell you about Chicago. All I could say is that I think I'd seen the film once. Do you know what I mean? It was that one with Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think it was. But yeah, she looked, right in that film. Anyways, let's move forward. So to me, relaxation is cooking or baking a careful, thought-out recipe with Spotify shuffle, getting the playlist just right. Yeah, I hear it. Listen, cooking is good as a form of relaxation. Same with baking. I don't bake much. I don't really bake at all, to be honest. I think last time I baked something, I can't even remember, so I don't really know what to tell you on that one there. But Spotify, I hear it. Listening to music is always relaxing. Something that really is good for the soul, gets you pumping, gets you moving, gets you feeling great. Do you know what I mean? Especially if it's some good party music, 2000s music. Maybe it's some Christina Milian, or some Blue Cantrell or something. You know what I mean? Hey ladies, on your mind, wanna get buck wild, just go back and hit them up style, all of that. So that's a random one. Why would you choose, Blue Cantrell song? That's the first thing that jumped to mind. So it is what it is. We could go with flipping, Cisco. Do you know what I mean? If you want, unleash the dragon. No, they really want to unleash the dragon. And if you hear me say, yeah, shorty, if you hear me say, yeah, you're gonna make me unleash the dragon. I know you don't really want to unleash the dragon. So yeah, any one of them you can go with. It's just a good playlist as long as it gets you moving, you're feeling the great vibes and that. Yeah, let's have a party. I'll party for one. You know what I mean? While we're cleaning the houses and flipping, cooking and that. So yeah, Danny seems like a good time gal, fun time person. I mean, she's probably a bit too tall for me, but do you know what? It's a risky one still because I'm not 100% sure. So when people say you're not 100% sure, are you going to really say yes to someone who's not 100% sure? But she seems like a nice girl, so let's give her a yes. And just be like, we could be chasing the sun. That's all I'm going to put there. I don't know why, but she's wearing like a yellow dress, so I would just go with that. Kind of like the Wanted song in it. That guy, we'll be chasing the sun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 you'll be chasing the sun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 we could be chasing the sun. Daylight saving. Yeah, all of that. Chasing the sun. Chasing the sun. Like the chase program and that. You could be chasing things. They're like ding, 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 ding. So yeah, that's that. That's been sent. Cool, let's move on to the next person. We come to Sham. Like the rapper, Baby Sham and that. You know what I mean? I got the Ting now, them out to look now. West we 7 on the wall of them a dog now. Will I bring the extra clip that we're now broke now? Raw, 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 raw. But yeah, she says I go crazy for sushi and noodles. I mean, I had noodles part. Sushi depends. I usually like the duck ones and that. So I don't really tend to like raw fish and that. Because listen, goes down the wrong end, be on the toilet for days and that. You don't want to be sitting in the toilet, literally. You know what I mean? Spilling your guts out. That's just the wrong ways to be, enjoying your weekend and that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, she's 34. She's 5 foot. And that's all it says there. There's nothing more else it says. One more says, the one thing you should know about me is I'm introvert, conservative, and shy. Shy girl. And let's see if obviously she's someone who can open up. Not like that. So not first of all, but you know what I mean, get to have some conversations with. We can have a bit of a laughter with. And we can start to build some sort of rapport in that. You know what I mean? She's 34 and she's still shy. That's weird still, but anyways, I'm not trying to judge, but it's a bit mad still. So I'm looking for someone funny and kind who can match my personality and mood swings. If she has mood swings, they say the silent types, their mood swings can get really bad. If her mood swings are bad, trying to tump man up or stuff like that, I can't be having that. Do you know what I mean? Nah. If she lays a finger on me, it could be peaky like the blindness. I don't really want anyone that's going to be like that. It does give me some causes for concern. You know what I mean? That she says she's could be quiet and an introvert, but that she has personality and mood swings, and you know what I mean? Giving a bit of the Harley Quinn vibes and that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, on those notes there, I'm going to say a no, because need to be careful here. Some of these girls are out there and they're moving completely crazy. So you know what I mean? Like the obviously Seal song and that. They're never gonna survive unless we're a little crazy. It's okay to be a little bit crazy. But when you're on a 4 scale, no. Need to be locked in a mental ward. That's just what it is. But anyway, Dory saying together we could escape the city. She's 32, she's 5'2", and that's all it says there. She says she's widely attracted to humans who explore their inner world. So you're basically lost in your own source. You know what I mean? You're just going deep into your brain and unfolding and unpacking everything. That's generally like who I am. You know what I mean? I like to unpack things, but obviously can't go too deep because of my migraines. If I go too deep, I'm all over the gaff. Do you know what I mean? I'm everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I can't function straight. And even now, I'm trying to function and I've still got a slight migraine that's hitting me now. So this is really difficult, but I'm trying to said the words wrong. Trying to persevere and push through. But this is what it generally is. So yeah. It says, I won't shut up about my cat and my hobbies. Well, if your cat scratches, I don't want it anywhere near me. It could scratch up records and do the DJ settings. That's cool. But I don't want your cat around me when your cat's trying to scratch man out. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm going to boot your cat. Let's be honest there. Your cat is getting punted. I'm not talking about the one between your legs. I'm talking about the cat that you have that's been trying to, move with claws and that. Do you know what I mean? No way. But listen, it's good that she has hobbies. I mean, the hobbies are good. If she has having fun with her hobbies, that's nice. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, there need to be hobbies that do include man, so man can get involved in the team spirit and the bonding activities and that. We need to be able to participate in some physical activities. And I'm not talking about naked, adult, pleasurable activities that probably happen down the line. But I'm talking about us in terms of settings where we're connecting on hobbies and them ting and that. But anyways, see her hugging a tree in the next picture there. Listen, I don't know like the naturist gal them. You know what I mean? Gal them, they're on bumming trees and that. Listen, know it. Do you know what I mean? Sticking twigs up there, you know, rectum scales and that. Loving off trees and that. Love it. You know what I mean? Man's not a nature guy. I'm not into nature like that. So for those settings there alone, does scare the crap out of me. So it's going to be a no for me, for Dory. Come to the last person, which is Melanie. Melanie saying, I go crazy for salsa. So she does the hips moving and that. Shakira stuff. Hips don't lie and that. Oh, tonight and my hips don't lie. And I'm starting to feel why. Attraction, attention. Baby, this is Shakira. She's 31. She's 5'4". She's a support worker. She says, best travel story, first trip alone to Russia. That's mad. And she's obviously of a different colour, you know. I'm not saying she's black, she's obviously Latina. Going to Russia, settings there when they're a bit, you know, them man them are a bit mad. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All of that, do you know what I mean? Start trying to hurt you because you look different and that. So it's a bit, you know, crazy to go there by yourself. Do you know what I mean? Brave, I get it, but stupid in the same sentence too. But anyways, let's move on. Teach me something about your hobbies. Football guy, I like playing football, into playing games and watching some TV series and that. I'm generally just a stand guy, do you know what I mean? Standard issue, you get me? Bit random and crazy in the brain. Yeah, you know what I mean? But this is what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, my brain's not going to comprehend any much, so let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, and then Melanie's there dancing with some man in the picture. That's all good and all that. But listen, how many mans have she been dancing with? But anyways, the fact that she's willing to take trips to Russia, God tells me she's like a person who's, you know, likes to do the risky stuff on the risky scales and that. I like to be comfortable, not take too many risks. You know what I mean? Like people say, well, in terms of where you're going to places that man probably don't really want to go. Do you know what I mean? So, fortunately for Melanie, it's going to be a no for me. And that's it. We've come to the end of this episode of Randy Prizzle's Link and Ting. Yeah, this has been really difficult to try and get through, I'm not gonna lie. Brain is doing the mad one still. But I'd like to thank you all for checking out this episode. First time listeners, watchers, seasoned watchers, big up yourselves one time. You know what we usually do here when we finish. I'm not going to shake too much because, as I said. But yeah. Link out, do. Link out, do. Oh, there we go. What's up?